Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And right side, Henry's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now this time, Locke will throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Complete.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Lindsey on the toss left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Here's Locke to throw. Now Locke, he wants the football. It's in. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 10, Broncos nothing.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Block working out of the gun. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Complete to Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Locke going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. They'll find Williams on the sling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Mike Williams, the intended target. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Locke. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about this, a fake? gamble, and it does not pay off.
Take over first and 10 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Down at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end Fant.
Raise shoulders, baby.
Way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first and 10, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, block. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Block. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Block. Flushed out right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got him in over the middle. It's Williams.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
1-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need...
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
KJ Hamler. Touchdown.
KJ Hamler. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out,
they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone without a little play that he just made?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Going with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulling his way forward. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Lock. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
17-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone. for the
The
touchdown.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Block. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Intended for Tyler Higbee. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 13.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Block. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Denver. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Chargers.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and a couple. Lock. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taken down.
10 more there and another first down.
It's a game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Denver.
Philip Lindsey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Chargers 31. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The tackle.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Locke. Open man, he'll be the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Back to throw. Locke. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.